Great to have your company on the mighty Sunday Footy Show. We don't actually know where Hutchie is. He's taken off to the Northern Hemisphere. Just drifting around as we speak. So that's the reason why I'm here, and it's very nice to be here too. Hey, North Melbourne took on the Western Bulldogs yesterday, and the Dogs, Nathan Brown, very impressive.
They were very good. It was a great game of football, a real contested style, very defensive. Stewie Cramer was good. Honeychurch was quite good. Lachie Hunter, he burst out of the box at 20 in the first half. Drew Petrie kicked 3. Sean Higgins kicked 3. Swallow was very good. Robbie Tarrant had the best game I've seen him play for a long time, but our very special guest also kicked 3 goals. I speak of Jarrad Waite. Welcome to the Sunday Footy Show, Waite. And you started really well. You almost kicked yourselves out of it in the first quarter and a half when you had the Dogs on the ropes. Yeah, we knew that pressure was going to be pretty high at the start, and we thought we sort of nullified that, and couldn't quite get it going forward our way. And to their credit, they were sort of very defensively potent team, and ended up going over the top of us. What was funny in the last quarter, you took a mark on the boundary line and you ran around the left foot, snapped a brilliant goal, and the umpire brought you back, said you ran around too far, had to come back and do it again, but you slotted the banana as well. Yeah, I was a bit flat on that. I don't use my left too often, so when it went through, it was, but luckily enough, got the other one as well.
You're gearing up for a final series in a couple of weeks, though. That must justify your move. You know, you need a fresh start, and North Melbourne have given you that. And you're a week off playing in a final series. Yeah, North Melbourne's been amazing for me this year, and that was the reason sort of why I leave. Needed to freshen up, and really happy with the boys down there, and JB's been a really great help to me, and it's good.
Sean Higgins is the other one. What have you done? Don't worry, Wadey and I go a long way back. Sean Higgins, I thought was really good yesterday and has been fantastic. Recruit of the year, Sean Higgins. Kicked 3 again, 2 in the last quarter. You kicked 2 in the last quarter as well. Wanted to ask you about, you've been up for so long, 6 in a row, you've won, going for 7 in a row. Your midfield have been up in that time, but last night, just thought they were pretty flat. Lloydie brought it up at the top of the show. Not many players got their hands on the pill last night. Obviously our mids are usually pretty dominant, and they got a hold of us last night, but I know those boys, they'll be stung by that, and they'll be looking forward to getting back this week.
Only 4 goal kickers. Is that a worry? Do we need to spread it more?
No, not really. If it was a constant theme, maybe, but I think over the year we've had a pretty good spread of goal kickers, and we're not relying on 1 or 2 to sort of kick our score, and so I don't think it's an issue.
Pretty tall down there, Wadey. What's in your head the best forward mix for the Roos going into the finals? We know in finals big blokes tend to be a factor. You've got Brown.
Look at those mitts. Obviously the Brown, Drewy and myself sort of working well, and got a good mix of smalls down there with Higo obviously coming in, and Lindsay out on the weekend. But Naha's been really good for us, and obviously Boomer floats in there, so it's going nicely down there. Hey Brownie, my first look at the Western Bulldogs and where I was positioned was behind one of the goals. They have improved enormously structurally. Behind the footy, I thought they set up defensively beautifully. They're the #1 side in the comp at getting the ball back in their forward half of the ground, so when clubs are trying to exit, they just mow you down really well. I thought one part of the game last night, Toddy Goldstein has been the most dominant ruckman all year. I thought young Jordan Roughhead did a terrific job. I don't know whether he beat him, whether they evened it, but Goldstein's been that dominant over the last 7 weeks. I thought Roughhead did a great job last night.
I also thought maybe North went 1 tall too many. Hansen had to be subbed out. He played on a wing last night, Lachie Henderson, yesterday. So I think that Jarrad, I thought Atley and Boomer Harvey, they looked like your only players that could run and break the lines, and Boomer had a quiet one, so it's probably an issue for the team moving forward. I wouldn't say it's an issue, but it probably just shows our midfield probably weren't up and about as much as they were, and obviously Atley with his speed's a real help for us, and I think he's starting to play some decent footy at the moment, and obviously Boomer, he's a champ, and like I sort of said, I'm sure the boys will be stinging for this next weekend. You know, when you come in here, you're always going to have something special. I want you to have a look at this photo. This is an absolute beauty.
Always a North supporter.
That was just my, I think, under-10s footy team, the Churchill Roos.
Big lips
so,
back there.
I think I got the mouth cut in, I don't know why. How good's the bowl cut? I think I was running that until I was about 18 too.
And you've always been a bit of a staging type of a fella too. Have a look at, we love this one, pulling this one out. Yesterday was Alex Rance. Have a look at Alex Rance here, gives away a free kick and then goes down. Bit of a stage here. We'll have another look at it. Stage is here. It's only to get to you, of course. Wait for this one, right? Wait for the next one, because the push-up just gives him a little one there, and you've gone straight to the face.
Funny you said that. I got that message from a few of the Carlton boys during the week, so that always rears its head every now and then.
So you're still talking to the Carlton boys?
Yeah, have a bit of a chat with a few of them.
Not travelling that well, are they?
It's been a bit of a tough year for them.
Jarrad, what have you made of the Lachie Henderson? He'd be a close friend of yours, and just the obviously when you tell a team 3 weeks out, and they've probably said we prefer you didn't keep going with us. What did you make of all that through the week?
Yeah, it's tough for both of them. I know, speaking to Lachie, that the club were putting some fair pressure on him to make a decision. And Lachie, being his honest self, told him what he was going to do. And yeah, like, it's the way the club wanted to go and whether they wanted to play him or not. But really, like, if he wanted to leave, he's not going to get injured in this 3-week period. He's whoever he's sort of going to go to sort of know that he's going to be fit and firing for day one round the pre-season.
Hey, Waite, Taylor Garner's going to be a beauty. He's missed a lot of footy through injury, but he's started to play in the back half of this year and just showed North fans a little bit yesterday what they can look forward to.
Yeah, didn't know much about Taylor before I got here and realised that he's one of the hardest players. He loves to tackle. He goes in very hard and... yeah, he's got those eyes that you're not sure what's going to happen.
Nice standing on Bogan, Brownie.
He was super impressive last night, I tell you. Have a look at the votes.
Did he get a vote?
I thought he didn't get a vote, but Lachie Hunter was the best man on the ground, along with Bontempelli. He was just starring through. Mitch Wallace was very good, and as I said, Robbie Tarrant, I thought that was one of the best games I've seen Robbie Tarrant play.
Just with 3, you couldn't sneak him in.
Just couldn't quite get him in there, no. Going to kick the 4th and got him in front, maybe.
Lachie Hunter. Been good.
Yeah, very good.
The Dogs were very, very impressive, and they will have a very nice time in September. There's no doubt about that. Waite, great to see you.
Thanks, mate.
Let's just lift things next week a touch, please.
Oh, the boss not happy.
Let's see if we can just elevate things a touch, Jarrad. Hey, we need to get to a break. Lordo's the rolling All-Australian team. I'm going to be watching this with great interest with you, Matthew. And the retiring superstar, Paul Chapman, is not far away. So stay with us on the Sunday Footy Show.